Good evening, guys. Ronan here from Old Irish Gaming. Going to have another look at Earth 2. We got quite a good bit of feedback there yesterday on our first Earth 2 video. And yeah, lots of comments and people viewing it. There's obviously a good bit of interest in it at the moment. And like myself, we're all trying to figure out what's good, what's it all about, how can we make money at it. So I've done a bit of research today. I was looking at the social feeds today from Earth2, and we're going to go through a few of those. And I also have a bit of an idea of something we're going to do tomorrow in relation to resources and making money. And I want to get your feedback on it when this video goes out, and hopefully we'll do that tomorrow. But anyway, we'll get around to that in the long run. So as always, we're starting off there. There's our usual website where we begin Earth2. The only update today on that is the Earth2 in-game credit is represented by capital E $. Nothing else has changed. So yeah, God knows, I don't know what that is. So I went and had a look at the official Facebook page today. I hadn't looked at it before. I actually went through all the social media that was going on, and there was a few things of interest on the Facebook page, and certainly a few things that I suppose we need to be understanding. To give a few clues and a few ideas about what they're going to do in the future. I would recommend to you that if you're on Facebook, that you get on and have a look at it's Earth2 game. And that is the official page. That's their official Facebook page. Well worth a look, because they're going to be releasing different ideas and different plans, and they're going to be updating us through social media. And this is one of the ways they're going to do it. So there was a couple of things after going through their Facebook page today. There was a couple of things that stood out to me. And things I found interesting, and again, I'd like a bit of feedback in the comments if you know something about this. This whole project is about us being the early adopters of the whole Earth2 thing. Sharing information so we can do better and hopefully, make a little bit more in the long run. So if you know more, I'm going to go through some of the highlights. If you know more about it, please put it in the comments, or if you have a video on it, stick it in the comments and let everybody see it. We'll all do better together if we work in the one direction. So a few things on the Facebook page there I thought were of interest. They state that every tile will produce something in Earth2. And I thought that was interesting because I know at the minute we're looking for certain things and we're only buying land, and I see even in the big cities, all the land mass will be bought, but the rivers won't be bought. And it's actually something I've done. I'm Irish, as you know. In Dublin City, I bought part of the River Liffey because I said, well, the city can't survive without water. That was my thinking on it. So I thought it was interesting that they actually say every tile will produce something. And I think that's something we should think about as well as a group. Seawater maybe, rivers certainly, dams definitely, freshwater lakes, yeah. That's all something to consider, Special usefulness will be revealed in a later tier. So obviously there's going to be more tiers, there's going to be more rollouts. The game is going to become more complex, but every tile will produce something. And I thought that was interesting. They mention a couple of times in their Facebook page that mining and resource gathering, particularly gold mines, and I can quote them as saying, gold mines will be handy. So this kind of got me thinking. I've already bought part of a gold mine. Let's see, can I find it? I've already bought part of a gold mine. Because I thought, resources, gold has always been valuable, probably always will be. And I think that's what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video. I'm actually going to research, actual gold mines here in Earth1 and their locations. And then we can look at their locations tomorrow, see how much they cost per tile, see is there any available. Because even when I was buying gold mines, I found there were already most of the actual tiles were bought. But look, we'll have a look at that tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow's project for me. Just as a point of interest, I've also bought a uranium mine, which I thought was an interesting concept. But again, we'll look at that maybe later in the week. Something else from the Facebook page I thought was interesting. There is a teleportation system on the cards, and we will have avatars. Um, so that's certainly one direction we're going to go in. You'll be able to move all around the world from these teleportation systems, with these teleportation systems, but they're going to be on specific sites. And we'll all have an avatar each that will be, as they say, in inverted commas, highly customizable. So that's interesting. Players who work together to design joint strategies will access higher technologies. And this is why I'm certainly going to keep at this YouTube channel and try and develop a bit of a group around it. If we can develop a group, if we can have a group of people working in the one direction on this, working on similar projects, working on similar systems, well then we're going to get access to higher technology. So that to me is just an absolute no-brainer. We could all do well out of this. But again, it's about working together, sharing information. So, that's something we need to look at in the future. And again, I would like to hear your comments on that. Put up your video, put a link onto my comments, or just write it in the comments, and we'll certainly discuss that. And at some stage, there is going to be a common resource market. So this, some aspect of Earth2 is going to be a market game. It is going to be about collecting resources, making money, selling things, selling items. So there is going to be definitely a lot of that going on. And that's from their official Facebook page. Interesting stuff, I thought, that was kind of what I took from this. Was actually all in this one post that came out from Earth2 yesterday at 16:42. And I had a read through that. That's the highlights of that. And I'm going to keep an eye on all their social stuff, and I'm going to just give you the highlights. It'll save you having to kind of trudge through it all. I also had a look at their official Twitter page, and that was this here. So obviously they're on Twitter, Earth2, at earth2.io. What did I pick out here? It was similar to what was said on Facebook, but there was another few points of interest. Phase 2 will allow you to mine resources. We've kind of already hit on that, but gold was mentioned again. So they're already talking quite a bit about gold. So as I said, that's going to be, I'm going to do my homework tonight and tomorrow. And when I release my video tomorrow evening, I'm going to try and have maybe 6 good gold mine sites that we can buy into as a group, and that'll give us a few ideas, or that'll give us kind of, a bit of direction. And we're all looking for a bit of direction at this. We're trying to figure out what exactly is going to come out of it, But again, that's their social profile there on Twitter. They've lots of stuff up. Yeah, some of it's okay. I read through some of it. Some of it's a little bit, it's alright. A lot of the Twitter stuff I find is about people working for the companies, guys coming in, welcoming them in, what they've done. And again, that's something I want to do maybe in the next day or two, is have a look at the people working on this project, and let's find out a little bit about them and see, what exactly, who they are. What their background is, are they going to make, a really good go of this? Because, we all want to be here. We're here early. We're hoping to do well because we're here early. But we need the developers to be on site, and they have to see this as a long-term project as well as ourselves. So yeah, that's the Twitter page. There was another Twitter page that I found quite interesting, and this is Earth2 Guru, which I thought was pretty good. I had a flick through it, just reading a few bits and pieces. There was 2 items that came up that I thought was interesting. This particular guy or girl says that Malaysia tiles are approaching €1. What is he going to find them? Oh yeah, there it is. So Malaysia approaching €1 or $1 a tile after a little push in the last hour. Take a look around Koto, Kanabu, by the water, golf courses and more available. So I need to verify that now. I obviously haven't looked at it yet. But this Earth2 Guru guy seems like he might know what he's talking about. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'll come back to you on that. I'll tell you, if what he's saying and reporting is true, then we might use him as a bit of a source of information. He also reports Tunisia with just under 3,000 tiles sold in the last hour, just across the water from Italy. Excuse me. There is a lot of coastline left at the northern tip. And there seems to be a bit of pressure to get coastline, and kind of, everybody's talking about their beach house and they want, something looking at oceans and looking at the Mediterranean in this particular case. So yeah, yeah, interesting. Next, Insta. Again, another social account here for Earth2. Not a whole lot on this. Um, yeah, it's a lot like a lot of things. Um, it's just announcements. Now, I have to say, there was less on this than I found on Facebook. I thought Facebook was probably a better one. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on this. And if anything new comes out, then I'll kind of take a bit of a synopsis or a bit of a quick view, and I'll report it onto you then in the YouTube videos. That'll make it easy for everybody. And finally, then we have their YouTube channel, which at the moment has very little on it. What's on it? Just there's 2 videos, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Now, my own channel. I had a few comments that I would like. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody for putting in their comments and for putting in their codes. Now, I am going to buy some gold mine stuff tomorrow. I'm going to put money in my account. I'm going to buy some gold mine stuff. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to use somebody's code. But if you want me to use your code, become a subscriber. This is a brand new channel. I've done a little bit of gaming on it before, War Thunder. Nothing really much. I've only 3 or 4 subscribers. If you want me to use your code, subscribe. And if you've subscribed, if you have a code out here, I'll use your code tomorrow, or I'll use somebody's code tomorrow. It's up to yourself. But if you're not subscribed, I'm not going to use your code. If you are subscribed, I will use your code, and I'll try and share it around. Apart from that, thank you for all the codes. The Slasher Z, this was somebody who put up a bit of information that I thought was interesting. In the upcoming phases of Earth2.io, all the buildings in the world will be erased, so it doesn't matter that New York is a large city because it's only land. That's why players are purchasing land to create megacities in the new world. And he's listed some here, which is very good. Eye of the Sahara, location Adar, Mauritania. Zugrat City, location Dhaka. Quiled, oh good lord, in the Western Sahara. Rezon City in Central African Republic. Elysium in Jersey. And Hope City in Tonga. I don't know how true it is. I'm sure Slasher Z is, a reliable individual. I don't know him, but I thought it was very interesting. I'll do a bit of research on that, and I'll come back to you on it. But it is something I've actually come across someplace else on one of the Earth2 sites. But let me come back to you on that. That's interesting. If you know something about that, put it in the comments or put up a video and link me to the video, and we'll have a good look at it. So that's it. I don't want to go on too long. I'm already gone over me 10 minutes, well and truly. That's thanks everybody in the first video for watching it and for making comments. Great. I'm glad to see somebody else is interested in Earth2, not just me. Tomorrow I will have my gold mine research done. I'm going to buy some mine tiles, and again, put your codes up, subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. It'll certainly help my channel, which is just, such a small channel at the moment. And if you do that, I will use your code. I'll be making a few purchases. I get my research done in the morning. I'll put the video together tomorrow afternoon, Irish time. And I will put it up tomorrow evening, probably 7 or 8 o'clock. And that'll give everybody an opportunity to have a look at it. And again, gives us all a bit of an opportunity to work together as a group. So that's it for today, guys. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for coming back if it's your second day looking at my videos, and if it's your first day, thanks for dropping by. And I'm hoping to do a daily video, maybe Monday to Friday, or maybe all 7 days if the demand is there. And as I say, we'll work together and see can we do well out of Earth2. So until then, this is Ronan from Old Irish Gaming. I will see you tomorrow.